so many things I want, but mainly, and like everybody, I want to be loved. Don't you think, dear Luz, that because I sing, I have a light heart? It's been such a long time since I was in love. Dear Danielle, I can't think of anything worth writing. I just write to you so that you know that I'm alive and that cinders always remain where there was once a fire.
Hello. Sorry, jump scare. Let me turn down the music a little bit, but I have to be mindful of whether or not you guys can still hear it. I need to turn it down on my end because it's really loud for me. Or it's too loud for me, not really loud. How are we doing? Good morning, hi, hello. Well, I guess not how are we doing, but I hope you guys are doing well, more so. I'm doing pretty A-okay. Not too good, not too bad, I think. Actually, I shouldn't say not too good, not too bad. No, that's accurate, that's accurate. Not too good, not too bad. I almost didn't stream today but I realized that my options were to stream today or stream next week, because tomorrow is trash day, which means there are going to be like, you know, the trucks and stuff outside making noise, and then the dogs are going to be barking, and then I'm not going to be able to stream. And it's already been too long. It's been longer than it was supposed to be, because I think last week, well, actually, I forgot, last week didn't happen. I haven't streamed in like 2 weeks. But I had a vision. That's what I'm calling it. I had a vision that we were out in the steppe trying to figure out this whole plague situation, and it didn't go well. It did not go well. So with that little bit of insight from that vision that I had, we're gonna do a little bit better today. I think we got it. But before I do that, updates, or not really updates, but I wanted to talk about what's going on with me recently, or what's going on with this space recently. Things are changing a little bit like by little bit. I've been messing around with a few different chatbots, I guess. A few different bots to like automate certain processes. I know that Stream Elements comes with one, which is the one that like a lot of people use. They also link their chats, their live stream chats, through StreamerBot. Excuse me, I got like air bubbles in my throat, which doesn't sound very comfortable, but it just feels like I have to burp. Okay. What was I thinking of? I'm sorry, I'm like legitimately thinking, like, what was I talking about? What? How did I forget? Okay, I guess it wasn't that important. Bots. Okay. Stream Elements, and then people run their chats through Stream Elements. I know in the past I've had chat boxes that were run through Stream Elements as well, but I decided not to use Stream Elements anymore for whatever reason. And when I did that, I think I also switched. I tried to use Mix It Up bot, and it's not like I had a hard time setting it up or utilizing it. Like I think I had one thing set up where I would have like sound alerts for when I got a new follower and stuff. But that was really it. And then there's this person I've been watching who I'm pretty sure I mentioned him before, who swears up and down by StreamerBot. He's not the first one, actually. Somebody that I used to watch way back when, who he still streams. I just haven't been keeping up with him because I got into VTubers and he's not a VTuber. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad, but he was actually my first introduction to StreamerBot. Shandra, I'll say. I remember he used StreamerBot to change the light, the color of the lights in his room. So like you could do redeems to change the color of the lights in his room. And And then he also has, I think he has all of his alerts and stuff set up through StreamerBot too. I might be wrong. I need to watch him again, actually. I miss watching him. I think I'll make it a point. The next time he streams, I'm gonna prioritize his stream. Cause usually I'll just put on a bunch of streams because I follow so many people. And especially if they're like my Oshis, you know? I'll be like, oh, this person is streaming, let me at least like be in here, like to add to the viewer count. Like let me just lurk in here at the very least. And then there are points in time where I'm like, oh, I follow this person, but I really like them, but I haven't watched any of their streams. I want to give them some more attention, but I also still want to watch the people I usually watch. So I'll like put on both streams at the same time. Or if that like other person is just doing something that I'm really interested in. Like there are certain people that I don't really watch and I wouldn't consider them my Oshi, but I do like them a lot. And whenever they play like specific games, I'm like, oh, I can't miss this. So it's hard to keep up with everybody. But I think next time I'll at least add his stream into my queue of people that I'm watching at the time, because I think he overlaps with quite a few people, because he streams like closer to the evening. But he uses StreamerBot, I know. He's got a cool like little setup too. I think everything, not everything, but a good chunk of it is kind of D&D based. For like the little interactive bits. I think it's cute. At least last time I checked, it might not be like that anymore. It's been at least, when I say it's been a while, I mean it's been at least a year. So a lot of things could have changed. I guess the person I originally mentioned was Mordecai, MDX Kai. He uses StreamerBot for all of his like interactive stuff as well, and to keep track of stuff that the people are doing. And because his setup is so inspirational to me, I was thinking, well, actually it wasn't because of that. It's because he's thinking about releasing a tool that game dev streamers can use to link their streams to whatever like program they're doing, similar to what he does. And the tool is almost 100%, I'll say like 98%, it's probably only going to be compatible with Unity, which is not a game engine that I've ever used before. My experience is I've used Unreal a little bit. I didn't like Unreal. For some reason, I wasn't a fan of it. Just because, I say for some reason, but it's because at the time I was like fresh out of a traditional programming course, and this Unreal uses a visual scripting language. So it's like it's like they give you boxes that you just connect together and you like plug in the numbers, and it was more confusing to me than typing everything out. So I was like, oh, I don't like this. I was like kind of grumbling to myself about it. And then on top of that, I had to like make it like it was a game programming class that I was taking, but it wasn't really I can't say with full confidence that it was really about programming, or I didn't feel like I was really learning how to program. Really, I felt like I was learning how to put something together in a game engine as a game designer, which I wasn't getting taught how to design games either. I really didn't feel like I was being taught anything in particular. It was probably it was more of a problem solving class, maybe, where it's like, okay, just do the thing that you gotta do. And then you either do it or you don't. That's what it felt like. Like, I don't want to discount the value of the class, but I feel like for that class in particular, it wasn't really, I didn't feel like I was really learning much, but that might be just due to my personal frustrations at the time, because I was going into school to program, and then I was being put in situations where I had to do more than that, and I was like, I just want to, like, I wasn't ready for college. Or I wasn't ready to commit to the bit, I guess, at that point in my life, because I thought that I didn't know that college isn't as easy as like grade school. So I was kind of suffering the consequences of that. But anyways, yeah, personal gripe against Unreal, unfortunately. I will probably avoid touching that engine with all of my might, because of that. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll try to use it one day, but I don't really see myself using it. I don't even, like, the games that are made in Unreal Engine typically don't appeal to me that much either. So, I'll use it whenever I have a project that calls for it, for sure. Because I shouldn't be stubborn. I need to learn how to use multiple engines. But I've used Godot before, and then the other engines that I've used aside from Unreal, and then Godot is the one I'm learning now, as we've done some stuff together, if I remember correctly. You may have not been there for that, but there are streams where I did it, where I was like learning it on the stream. There's another one. There's like is it like Pico something? I'll have to look it up later, because I don't think now would be the good time. I'm looking it up anyways. Pico 8. Pico 8, I believe. Yes, that is a game engine that I wanted to learn how to use, because in my media arts class, hold on. In my media arts class, I remember that it was like it was when I was on my way out. Like, I was in 8th grade. It was like the like second semester, or like second, yeah. It was like the other half of the year, and my teacher was like, "Oh, here's a game engine thing for us to play around in." And I was like, what? The second that I realized I even wanted to do game development, and I'm leaving, and you pull this out? What? That was my honest reaction. And I never took note of what that engine was. I just remembered it recently, or relatively recently in my life, and I want to use it, but I don't have an interest. I don't want. Sorry. The games that I want to make, I don't think would be suited towards that engine. So it will be a while before I get the chance to do that. But it looks really cool. I'm interested. I think it would be cool. There's like this 20 games challenge that I heard about yesterday. And I think it might be cool if I try to make them in like Pico 8 or something. It's so cool. Why didn't I get to use this? I would have been unstoppable. But I can use it now. I have free will. That's the thing. I can't be like, what? Why didn't I get to use this? I have free will. I can use it right now. There's nothing stopping me. As long as it doesn't cost money. Which it probably doesn't. Oh, it does. It's $15. Oh, okay. Well, whenever I get money, there's nothing stopping me. Okay. What was it? No. I was gonna say, what was I talking about? Who cares? Well, it's important, I'm sure, but we can go ahead to the game now. I think we're ready to play the game. Are you ready to play the game? No? Well, we're gonna do it anyways. I didn't have to change anything because the last stream didn't happen. And the only game we've been playing is Pathologic anyways. Ooh, I'm hungry already. Today, we're gonna try to only play.
Remind you that an epidemic of unknown origin has already eradicated a few genuinely distinctive towns in the northern part of the country. The cause and circumstances of these tragic events remain uncertain. There is a lot that we cannot explain yet. It appears as though the plague has a mind of its own, as if it is driven by some irrepressible will. Why else has no one managed to fight it successfully? Why does it target the most precious aspects of our existence? The sand plague picks its victims fastidiously, and the same principle always draws it back to whoever tries to oppose it. Surprisingly, we've yet to hear a single word from the powers that be.
Okay. Sorry, I always gotta pipe down when he starts talking. I want to be respectful. Oh, I tapped out. I'm so sorry. I tapped out. I'm so sorry. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Let's see. Load game. So we're on day 3. The morning of day 3. And I remember that Victor is sick. I don't remember why he's sick. Oh, we're so hungry. Okay. I'm gonna try not to do as much like recapping. Wrong button. Letters. We always get a letter in the morning, right? No? Maybe not yet. Evening letter from the powers that be, day 2. Laura Ravel's invitation. So remember this. I was already on her quest when she popped up with this. What time is it? 7 in the morning. Oh, there we go. That's the little letter thing. Excuse me. A worrying message from Georgie Kane. Please visit me at the Crucible at your earliest convenience. Another misfortune has befallen us, and again it concerns the person whom you have traveled so far to see. I hope the woes of our family are still of some importance to you. Kane. Alright. We go... Ooh, do I have food? I think breakfast. I have nuts. And a lemon. Okay. Let's see. Bottle of spring water from one of the hidden springs. Cathedral stone spring. Spinning yarn bowl. Spring of the boundary. Step water and field water. Okay, so drinking water does my... Can't see your inventory because of the stream HUD. Oh, yeah, true. Let me see if I can fix it real quick. Where's the game? Game capture. Where are you? I think... Because I still want the... I think I still want the HUD to cover it a little bit. Like you see on the side, how you can like see the little picture like behind the game. Kind of bothers me that it shows up. I'll just make sure to tell you what it looks like to the best of my ability. Ooh. Wait. Okay, I got it. Yeah, inventory still paused. Still shows it. And I dropped it on the floor. Okay. So I have water. Oh, you can see it if I hover over it at least, which is good. All right. So I have water, peanuts, lemon, which reduces fatigue but increases hunger, so that's not gonna help us. I have a hazelnut and walnuts. So no real food, unfortunately. I can drink water, but that will just bring up my exhaustion. Which is... I can afford it. I literally just went to sleep. I need to find a way to get my health up. Maybe some medicine if I have any? Well, maybe not medicine, but... With a tourniquet, rubber tourniquet facilitates health recovery after a traumatic injury, stops bleeding and immobilizes damaged tissue. It's hard to say for sure. I'm sure we'll be fine. Alright. Georgie, what do you want from me?
I have a heartache.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. My dear doctor, misfortune is a regular guest at our family home. A new calamity has befallen us. What is it? The house in which Reuben lived and worked has been tainted by infectious mold and fallen prey to looters. Our messengers searched every nook and cranny. Neither Reuben nor Simon's body are in the house. Some of the people that helped to undertake the search are paying a terrible price. They've contracted the sand pest. Oh no. How would you explain the absence of the body? It appears that once the infection began... Wait. It appears that once the infection began to spread across the house, Master Reuben decided to remove the body. He must have taken it to some hidden location that he considered safe. However, since we still haven't heard from him, we can only infer that Reuben is dead. Oh, he's probably fine. Maybe he's just working. Some people get really absorbed in their work. Let's hope that Ruben will get in touch soon. Something tells me that isn't going to happen. Do you want me to do something? I don't know anything about that, I'm afraid. Please help us recover the body, Doctor. We are already much indebted to you for having identified Simon's killer. You didn't believe me when I told you what it was. Anyways, it's not your fault that the truth has turned out to be so distressing to us all. I implore you to help Simon and us once more find my brother's body. That task is far from trivial. Where do I even start? Someone may have seen something. I believe you've made some useful acquaintances in the town slums. Not to mention, we all have a manner of low life here. Wait. Not to mention, we have all manner of low life here. Could they know something? Speak to my brother Victor. He is much better than me where the practical side of things are concerned. I'll let you know what I find. Quests. That's cute, yes. The body of the immortal. The disappearance of Simon's body seemed to greatly trouble the Canes. Could it be that a powerful burly man like Ruben fell victim to some mysterious body snatcher? Maybe Victor would have some insight into where I should start my investigation. Okay, so unfortunately, Victor's sick, so I can't really talk to him. I have no idea how to, Hello? Are you okay? Anything I can do for you? No, thank you. Okay, he was just staring at the wall. That's okay. I shouldn't judge. Yeah, Victor's sick. I can't enter his abode. And the executor, he has nothing to say to me. Or nothing that will help me, at least. A victim of your carelessness is behind this door. A victim of your negligence of a doctor's duty. It's not your place to lecture me about negligence. Okay. Also, I have to remember, Kane sent me a letter asking me to come by, but unfortunately his quest is not my main quest. So I don't really need to prioritize it, but maybe I should go find Ruben. Luckily, I already know where he lives, I think. Or not where he lives, but where he stays. So I'll just make a beeline in that direction. What do you have? You have a few tourniquets. I can afford one of them. Alpha tablets. Immunity booster. A painkiller. Painkiller rather than a sleeping draught. Restores a small amount of health. Good for restoring strength during sleep. Okay. Effect lasts for 5 hours. Maybe I should save up for some of these and then I can drink one when I go to take a nap or something. Yeah. Stop squeezing, it immobilizes damaged tissue. I don't know if the tourniquet's gonna help me. And I don't want to spend all my money on a tourniquet right now. Oh, it's already 8. I don't know if it's silly or like wonderful how much like dread hearing time go by inflicts me with. Like I'm like, no, time is moving every time I hear that bell. I wonder if I'm finally getting like a layout of the town. Maybe a little bit. Oh, that poor guy. I remember this sprite. He's like somebody who he either asks for money. The same IRL. Yeah, it is. You're right. Because there's always something to do. There's always something to do, and not enough time to do it. But that guy over there, I remember he usually asks for money so that he can like get medicine and stuff for his family. But unfortunately, I can't even afford medicine. Oh, this is not... I took a wrong turn. But let's talk to this guy. Maybe. Yeah, let's talk to this guy. What's up?
Interest speaks all sorts of tongues and plays all kinds of characters, even that of disinterest.
Even that of disinterest. Okay. How can I help you? Ruben's disappeared. His home has been infected and looted. Neither his body nor Simon's was there. Where could he have gone? Yeah. I gotta ask him about that. Because I can't ask Victor, so... I don't know. I haven't seen him. Do you suspect that Ruben is dead? Why would I suspect that? If Ruben were alive, he would undoubtedly make his whereabouts known. And he certainly wouldn't keep quiet about the pest getting inside the town. He's one of the few who have an actual understanding of what it entails. Oh, yeah, that's a point. I forget, because with the Ogimskis, you have to be, or with Vlad the Younger and Vlad Senior, I guess, I have to be careful about what I say to them, because they don't like to give information. I can't really just, like, step up to them and ask them questions, because they're gonna be like, ew, leave me alone. So maybe I'll say we just agreed to keep it secret. There are several locations where Ruben could have taken the corpse, but I have no plans to reveal them to you until you do our family a favor in return. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I want to settle this dispute between us and the Canes concerning our unwillingness to let emissaries into the termitary. I don't know what the Canes are thinking, but we are not harboring anything or anyone that could be of even remote interest to them, especially to my deeply esteemed fellow Victor. So why don't you let the inspectors in? First of all, it's dangerous. The rabble is rioting. I've told you about that more than once already. Secondly, Father will not submit to the younger Kane's orders. If this keeps up, we'll soon be taking orders from his 10-year-old son. 10-year-old who? Okay. Doing this on the Kane's orders. I'm not doing this on the Kane's orders, but at their request. But I act on my authority, not theirs. Oh, I'll just ask him what's his plan. What do you want? The Canes are hiding something too. They have their own skeleton in the closet, and it's even more unsightly than ours. Our closet is full of our own workers. Theirs is full of other people's children. If you can make sure that everything is well inside the polyhedron, then trust me, the termitary is fine too. It's an enclave, a closed chamber. So you believe the quarantine would be effective in keeping the infection out against the giant bunkhouse? Oh, wait. So he's asking me. So he's not gonna tell me anything unless the Canes leave them alone. About the termitary. I'm trying to figure out what's the issue with the termitary. And he said that the polyhedron is like on equal footing with the termitary. Okay, so the termitary is fine too. Was the polyhedron closed after the termitary? And it was much closer to the original source of the plague, to Simon Kane. Sounds convincing. I'll inspect the polyhedron and talk to Victor, but I'll ask you a favor in return. Help me find Simon's body. Try to curb the righteous anger of the judge and the terrible Victor. They seem to have finally decided to harass my father to death. I have no doubt that no matter what he did, it's not his fault. If you do that, I'll gladly assist you. Okay. Deal. Letters. No, not letters. Quests. Okay, so instead of asking Victor, I asked Vlad the Younger, which is good that it still worked out in the quest. The young Ogimsky, being a respectful son, as he is, has a cunning way of concealing his failures. He has agreed to provide the information I need, but only if the Kanes withdraw their demands from his family. Meanwhile, Victor insists that I investigate the termitary as soon as possible. Where is the termitary? And I need food. This is the termitary. So maybe I can try to visit it. Where am I? I'm here. So I know where Ruben is. He's here. So we're gonna talk to Ruben. And then Victor should leave the termitary be for the time being and stop demanding for an inspection. Then Vlad the Younger will disclose the possible body snatcher hideout. Okay. I can't talk to Victor though. So Ruben's place here, and then we'll make our way towards the termitary. But I remember that like this entire district is infected, so it's gonna be treacherous for sure. I also need food. I don't think the kids are out this early in the day. When I got the nuts, I got them from Laura. She told me, she was like, you know what to do with them, right? And I was like, eat them? And she was like, no. You trade them with the children. So that's what I need to do. I'll trade the nuts with the kids. I'm looking for food shops though, because I don't have money to really buy food, I don't think. But I might be able to sell my bullets. I think bullets are good money, I think. Or they're okay money. I also have 2 guns. I don't really need both of them. Let's see. Oh, they have different durability though. So I'll sell the one with less durability. For sure. Hello. That's the one with 30%. This is, ooh, good money. Okay. Where did you get the guns from? I remember one of them, I picked it off of a body actually. I'm pretty sure it was like a security guard type person who had died. I think on the first day. Cause some people were like burning this lady. And there was like a guard's body like next to the fire. And he had a gun. So I took one from him. And then there was a guy whose hideout I'll probably end up like passing by. I also got a gun from him through like another quest. And actually, if I remember correctly, there's a chance that I'm gonna get another one. Because I'm pretty sure there's like a few different opportunities where people are like, do you have a gun? And I'm like, no, I don't have one. Why would I have one of those? Because they're worth a lot of money. Ooh, bread's really good. Okay. How much do I need? 825. Okay. Oh, we're so back. We are so back. Inventory, rations. So I got smoked meat, dried meat, bread, and vegetables. I'm gonna eat the bread because the bread is really good in terms of like getting your hunger down. I don't want to eat all my food now. Yeah, I don't want to eat it all now. Yippee! And then which way is the... Oh, okay, wrong way. Is it this way? It's this way. Okay. This is where Ruben like hides out. And I remember that he has the main quest. And then I mentioned that there's another guy over here. The bad grief guy. I don't really want to talk to him because when I walked in there, he was like, the next time I see you, you're dead. So I don't want to take my chances. He's probably being for real. I don't usually get lost in here. Where is it? There it is. You can tell which house you need to go into because it has the fire next to it to help draw attention. Ruben! People are looking for you. He's so tall.
What is this disease?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Dear colleague, by some happy coincidence, I managed to get my hands on a certain vessel that I believe I can recover the pathogen from. Which means we're now all set to research the vaccine. But, odd as it may sound, I'd rather avoid tapping into that source I mentioned unless I absolutely have to. I'd rather examine the samples that can be procured from dead tissue. I'll ask him about Simon. Like, where is he? Where is Simon? I keep him at an ice cellar not far from here. Georgie is infuriated. Why didn't you inform him of where you took the body? Because I'm not done with it yet. Besides, I'm all alone here. The moment I had an opportunity to send a message outside, I used it to bring you here. Wait a second, he sent me a letter? Oh, okay. I came here early, I guess. I used it to bring you here. Your presence is more important than the other considerations right now. Would you kindly hear what my request is? Yeah, sure. What do you want to ask of me? I was going to ask you to bring a sample or two from one of the infected quarters. Be doubly careful though, and make sure to get the dissection fully cleared with one of the rulers, else the risk would be twice as high as it needs to be. I'd go myself, but there are reasons that make it impossible for me to leave Simon's body unattended. I mean, getting samples shouldn't be too hard. Actually, no, let me ask. What's up with these additional dangers? Dissection of dead bodies is something that the locals strongly disapprove of. For steppe people, the human body represents the world. Only a member of a special tagular Barak, to name one, is allowed to open it up. This is a caste-based privilege, you see. What about you? Do you possess this kind of privilege? Hard to say. My master was planning to bind me with the blood of his kin. In other words, I was to become his foster son. He never got to complete the procedure. As a result, I'm formally allowed to perform dissections, but few people know about it. Most of them still see me as a soldier rather than a butcher. So you did military service? Not for long. I served in General Shoen's army until I was injured in the head by the scaries. I was released soon thereafter. I hear you, but from what I see, not everyone in the town belongs to the indigenous population? No, of course not. But even those who are oblivious to the sacred meaning of the Kane's rituals would still oppose unsanctioned dissection, because it's traditionally inappropriate. A cultural taboo, if you will. An autopsy performed by anyone other than a true-born Menku is seen as blasphemy of the worst kind. Even incest is not as repulsive to them. Oof. What are the Menku? I asked about the comfortable with all men are a slaughter last time, and he just said that those are people who aren't indigenous to this town. Okay, what are the Menku? Translated loosely as men who separate the parts of a whole, the Menku are adepts of the kin, butchers, surgeons, prophets, any occupation that has to do with knowing the separate parts that comprise a whole. Fine, but I'm definitely not a Menku, so what am I supposed to be? So what am I supposed to do? Do pay a visit to Governor Savarov. I would go to Vlad if I were you. Wait, I wouldn't go to Vlad if I were you. He's too resourceful and too inclined to drag you into his schemes. The Kanes are also out of the question, as anything that leads Georgie to me would likely result in Simon's body being removed. And I still have a lot of work to do. How do I want to respond? How do I feel about the fact that I have to do this? This is kind of ridiculous. Why can't you ask somebody else to do it? Find someone else to obtain the samples. Our job is to study specimen under the microscope, not cut it out in some seedy alley. Believe me, I tried my best. No one wants anything to do with the mutilation of dead bodies. Isidore's students have gone into hiding. I plan to approach the butchers, but Ogimsky has blocked off the termitary. I would search for a stray butcher in town. There may be some, but I can't leave Simon's body. There is no one who would do it. There's no one who would do it for us right now. I heard a rumor of a man who is well equipped to both dissect the dead and cut the living. In fact, he's the son of the deceased healer, your master. Did you get to meet him? Yeah, where's Barak? Where's that guy? I didn't. A few of my friends are trying to find him on my behalf with no success yet. That's unfortunate. I'm sure whenever they find him, he'll prove to be very helpful indeed. This is, after all, his line of occupation. He's bound to do a better job than I ever could. As for me, I've had enough of that already. No, I'll help. So we're gonna talk to Savarov. The first step is appropriately idiotic. I need to inform the governor of my plans. He has to give me official permission to perform post-mortem autopsy on victims of the disease. Ooh. Okay. So silly, and it's raining. And is it 9? It's 9. Okay, 9 isn't bad. So I guess we'll visit Sabarov and then we'll go to the dormitory like I said I was gonna do. Cause I know one thing, I have a really hard time getting like immersed in games. So I've tried to make it an effort to be a little bit more immersed in what's going on. Instead of crossing this bridge, I'll go this way. So my goal as Daniil Dankovsky is to save my lab. I remember. Oh, the kids are out at 9 a.m. Do you have anything? Hello? He has medicine. Oh, but I don't have anything that he wants. Well, I do, but this lenses like these can be set into an optical apparatus and used to identify lens clusters. I don't want to give him my lens. Cause I might need that. So hopefully I'll pick up something else that I'll want for that medicine. Go this way. But I'm trying to save my lab or my life's work or whatever. And I remember I think I can't do that. Or if a needle. Yeah, sure. Well, no, I don't really need. No, I'll trade it. Thank you. I remember the powers that be, they sent me a letter that said that the fate of the town will dictate or will determine whether or not my lab is saved. So I need to do my best to figure this all out. I need to do my absolute best to figure this all out. Because if I just let other people do it, then that's not really doing what I'm supposed to do. So I cannot rely on Isidore's son. Especially when I haven't even met him or asked or told him what needs to be done. All right. I kind of want to talk to Katerina. Maybe. I'll talk to her after I talk to Sabarov. Ooh. That's there goes the infected district. And there's someone who is infected making their way down the street and towards me. What is... Okay. Goodbye. That's... Okay, they're gone. That's scary. I thought they...
Truly a country of contradictions.
I didn't expect them to walk onto Sabarov's property. But he's so close to the infected... Well, not he's so close to the infected district. He's in the infected district. I feel so bad for him. Alright. We're doing worse than ever. The infection is spreading. That it is. I I need to work with dead bodies. I was told that this work demands your sanction. Is that true? I regret to say that no one can help you here. Local superstition prohibits any violation of a body's integrity. Wait. Add a cult of the dead on top. If they see you dissecting a corpse, they might tear you into pieces. It has already happened once. It has? How was such a bizarre tradition born? I'm not the best expert on the kin. Ask residents of the Earth District. I'm sure they can tell you more, although they are not particularly talkative. Ask Big Vlad. He has promised to assist you in every way. The cunning hypocrite. He has? I didn't know that. Very well, but I don't need dead tissue for my own entertainment. I need them in order to fight the disease. I understand, but there's nothing I can do. Let us pretend this conversation never happened. You might want to turn to your new acquaintances. As far as I can judge, they are ready to do anything you ask. Who new acquaintance? Everybody in this town is a new acquaintance to me. This is not... These words mean nothing to me. I'd rather turn to someone educated. This difficulty could be resolved by some rather sinister people. I'm talking about butchers. Butchers, rather obviously, have no qualms about cutting bodies. Tradition gives them a hereditary right to perform this sacred act. I have yet to see a single butcher in this town. Of course, Ogimsky had them locked up after another of their strikes. However, it is said that on the eve of the blockade, a group of butchers did not make it back to the termitary on time. Someone is hiding them. There's a house in the earth. Wait. There is a house here in Earth whose dwellers know who it is. Take a chance. Thank you. Excellent advice, I guess. This house has long become a secret shelter for the Bull Project workers that have angered Vlad the Heavy somehow. Runaway butchers go there too. Okay. Now, I said that I was going to go to the termitary. We're still going to go over there, but we have to be careful because it's you know, you see like all that mold and stuff growing on their houses. I've been over there in a vision in that stream that didn't happen. I've been over there. It is not pretty and it is not safe. And I can't, my health is too low. I cannot afford to contract the plague. Oh, I forgot. You're here too.
See? I'm not trying to interfere with your work. Each of us has their own way.
Well, good luck with yours. I shall see to it that the people of Gobos Tegler, who will of necessity have surrendered their lives to me, will not have given them in vain. The new generation will not include mortal enemies. The new world will be built on universal love and concord. You sure about that? Oh. Far off bells always ring sweet.
What is there to talk about now?
I guess there's nothing to really say to her. Well, actually, I could probably say one of these other things. Are you intending to build a new world? Yes. We'll exterminate all those who try to play the antagonism of day and night, or of reason and the earth, to their own advantage. will exterminate those who try to play the antagonism of day and night or the reason and the earth to their advantage. Will exterminate those who have made the Olkimsky and Kane clans the banners of this war. Will exterminate those who have used their powers of the dream mistresses and the will of the heads of the houses to fan the flames of this meaningful strife. Girl, what are you talking about? Wait, okay, so you're gonna exterminate all those who try to play the antagonism of day and night or the reason and the earth to their advantage. Okay. Exterminate those who made the Olkimsky and Kanes the banners of this war. Will exterminate those who have used the power of the dream mistresses and the will of the heads of the houses to fan the flames of this meaningless strife. To what end? Someone's going to have to cleanse away the filth. The party of the humble will lay itself upon the altar of the common good, and the people will hate us instead of mourning our sacrifice. Only those we take with us will grow to love us. This is what will be. Thus I say, and the mistress heeds my words. Girl, what are you talking about? Well, I think I understand. I think I kind of understand. People who use conflict to their advantage. And how are you going to do that? So how are you going to cleanse away the filth? They'll exterminate themselves. Everyone is at risk now, and death will more than once raise its scythe over many. And these days, death is bound to raise its scythe above every link of the tagler. But since we foresee these moments, we'll mercifully save many from this terrible reaping. I'll leave with your, I guess with your permission, I will leave. Okay. Thank you for your insight, I guess.
My stomach hurts as if I was filled with straw.
I hope you feel better.
Has confessed that she has been complicit in the crimes of the caravan.
You are a lucky person, Bachelor Dankovsky. While I am most certainly not, can I help you? Maybe I'll probably any updates on what's in store for me today? I love her messages, I do, but she doesn't believe me. None. My visions were very different today. No bachelor there, but you don't trust my dreams anyways. I do. There is one more outsider competing with you. Like you, he is trying to wiggle his way inside the dead. He will be interfered with and most likely killed. He'd do better than you, but I doubt that would bring us relief. He may very well destroy your purpose, the sole thing you were born for. Killed? So that he wouldn't examine the tissue of a dead body? Why? A body is a riddle. Only a butcher knows how to disjoint the wholeness of a bull carcass. There are but a few people in the kin who can dissect a man. The wardens, whose families have been keeping this right for many generations. Isidore Barak was one of them. His knives pierced many a body, and always with great success. Okay. That means I'll have to act at my own risk. The few people whose faith fates are now bound to yours, will always be there to help you. Your fame is getting greater and greater by the day. They'll be eager to give you something you might need and offer their advice. They wouldn't help me work with dead tissue. So examine the dead bodies at your own risk. If you're spotted, just do your best and flee the scene before you are attacked. Find the clothes that would hide your identity. Although I'm in no position to give such advice, I haven't been outside for a long time. I'm all about what's inside. Thank you. Oh, she gave me some clothes. Thank you. I love her. She's so nice to me. And I know her visions don't make that much sense, but they're insightful. She knows what's going on. All right. Now we're gonna make a beeline towards the termitary if we can. Okay. That was play cloud. It's 10 a.m. Termitary should be somewhere back here, I think. Oh, there's a sick person back there. Oh, there's a sick person over there too. No. Another one. Wow. Oh, that's a rat. No! No! No. I can't run. No. There's somebody on the ground. Who's that? Oh my god. Okay, I got it. Lord have mercy. I don't know if it touched me at all, but I'm pretty sure it didn't. I think I'm safe. Girl, are you okay? Pain? Painkiller. Medorum. Morphine. Used for heavy injuries. And it's a sedative. Reduces fatigue. Lasts for 10 hours. 5 hours. If I give her... Is it? I'll give it to her. She's still in pain though. Oh, am I okay? What happened to me? Is there anything over here? No. I can't enter through here. That rat is huge, by the way. don't think I can't talk to any of these people, can I? I can't get inside either. Is it the hunger pains or is it my health? Okay. The second block of the termitary is... Oh, but I don't think I can access it, like, at all. Where do I have to go? I talked to Sabarov. And he told me... Okay, to talk to her. So I'm just gonna go this way. We got that, we'll be fine. I'm not gonna... I think any rats I encounter need to die. For sure. And I had a scalpel that I would have used to... Ah! Okay, that scared me. I had a scalpel that I would have used to kill them, but I sold it for food. So I no longer have that scalpel. Hello, do you have anything? You have bullets. How many bullets do I have? I have 15. Okay, I'll be fine. Excuse me. Oh, her house is right here. I don't come here that often, so I kind of forget like what it looks like and where it is. I wonder what's up with like these dolls. She's a few of them just lying around here.
He who distrusts himself is better off silent.
Real. So real and true.
Pins are sticking out of the pores of my skin.
I'm sorry to hear that. Please touch me. Do I have a fever? No. You were concealing runaway butchers in this very house, Aspity. Well, crucify me. What is this about? Running more errands for the Olgimskis? No. This time I've come of my own accord. I need your help. Well, I gotta hear that. Why on earth would the wise serpent seek anyone's help? I need the tissue of a sand plague victim. You can only find dead victims in infected houses. Since you appear to be alive, you have never entered a single one of them. You will have 5 to 10 minutes if you do. Then the infection strikes. With the expected results. Perhaps you could find a single runaway that would agree to help? What would he want in return? Perhaps I could find a lot of runaways that would agree to help if only I asked them to. The same me will ask you a favor then. Will ask you for a favor then. Will you do me one? I will. Go ahead and speak. I already agreed. I remember on the first day she was like, I'm gonna ask you for a favor. I need you to do that for me. I was like, yeah, I got you. You're influential with Gimski. Use that influence. Tell him to stop persecuting the runaways. It's no longer a revenge situation, but he's still all too eager. Takes the guy quite some time to calm down, huh? Anyway, if he swears to leave alone the butchers that are now outside the termitary, I'll take 3 runaways into risking their lives. It's not like they have anything to lose anyway. I'll try. Okay, time to talk to Ogimski. And I couldn't find anything out about the cemetery. I don't know if there's any way for like Daniil to like gather information about it at all. So I probably have to talk to someone more often than not. I think for the most part things are activated via you like talking to somebody. It's 11. We're making pretty good time, actually. This is the wrong way? Yeah, it's the wrong way. This way, this way. I wonder... Do I have any money that I can get more medicine for? I don't think I do, but I probably have some stuff I can sell. Yeah. Let me see. A bullet is 216, 398, 609, 825. Okay. 4 bullets? 4 bullets isn't bad. How much is a tourniquet? 330? Then I can get... Ugh, okay. The antibiotics are so expensive. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. Because at least if I have another tourniquet, then I'll probably feel a little bit better about using the one I have. What's that? That's the bar, isn't it? There should be... I'll probably... pass by the bar and then go across the bridge that's over there. I still need to... Do I need to check out the polyhedron? No, I'm supposed to talk to Victor. Little Vlad wants the Okimski to leave their... to leave them alone. But I don't know how to do that since I can't talk to Victor. Hello? You have anything? You have immunity boosters. I feel like honestly it might not hurt to trade up like a peanut for an immunity booster. Only useful in very large doses that can cause serial health. No, I don't want to. Never mind. I can't afford it. I can't afford it health-wise. You have bullets. But you want nuts in return. Take a peanut for one of these. Thank you. I don't... What's up with all these kids carrying bullets? Go around this way, I think. Yeah, this should be fine. I I think I should keep track of which like child sprites take which kind of thing. Cause this kid, I think she's most likely to have medicine and she'll trade it for nuts. And then like the taller kids, they usually have like, well, actually it's like most other kids that have bullets, but there's the blonde like boy sprite. I think he has medicine as well, but he'll trade it for something else. Go this way, I think. Yeah, there he is. Behind this other guy. I don't think I have anything that you'd want. Yeah, I don't. I still only have like the razor, which I'm more likely to get from like one of the like burglar guys. This way? This way. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I gotta convince Big Vlad to leave the butchers alone. That's my goal. He has to leave them alone, and then Aspity will tell them to go into the infected district. Yeah, she'll tell them to go into the infected district and grab some samples for me.
This girl is dangerous. Very dangerous. No one can resist her.
Hold on. Let me go. I'll go check on my dog. I'll be right back. Oh, there's somebody home. That's why they're barking. I'll still be right back. Hi. I might end up wrapping up a little early. Because, well, not early, because I was only supposed to stream for a short while. So maybe this will be okay. I think it might be okay. Wait, okay, my thing isn't working. Okay. I might end up wrapping up a little early. Maybe. Or I might drop the stream and then come back. It's entirely possible. I might stop for a second and then come back a little later. Skinner's. Yes. That was one nasty day, wouldn't you agree? I have no idea what you're talking about. See. I'd like to offer you a bargain. It has to do with your fugitives. Oh, come now. To my mind, there's nothing to discuss here. However, a good bargain always catches my attention, so... I want you to stop pursuing them. What do you want in return? What's in it for you? I have my own job to do and I need these people. As for now, sadly, I cannot disclose to you as to why. And what would you be willing to offer? Oh. I knew that it had the thing still up. There it is. This, like, Steam's overlay was still up, so it was making it hard to, like, switch between things. I'm ready to hear your offer. Let me see. I know what I'm going to ask. As payment for my butchers, it's the unique resource you own. The one I'll never get my hands on. What is it? Your influence with the Canes. I'll cease to pursue the butchers if Georgie ceases to pursue young Barack. He isn't guilty. He has an airtight alibi against all charges, which I am willing to confirm. Leave him alone. Agreed? Okay. If you're vouching for him, I'll inform the Canes as soon as I have the chance. Indeed. Indeed. And I'd rather you convince Reuben that young Barack has nothing to do with Isidore's tragic death. The thick-headed Reuben is the last one who still needs convincing anyway. The boy might be labeled a patricide, as if he hasn't had enough. You do see Reuben from time to time, I know that. Okay. I'll pass your words to Reuben. I haven't finished yet. Apart from that, I wish they'd stop torturing me about the termitary. I'm tired of repeating that it's clean. That is why it was closed in the first place. You know what? You've suggested an excellent idea to me. How about this? You stop the persecution and I'll kindly spare the Canes my opinion on what's inside the termitary. For goodness sake. If you put it like this... Yes, certainly. Certainly. I was going to... as well. It's no matter now. Now that the Skinners is infected, it's just the crude spawn. It's just like the crude spawn before it. You have my word as a merchant. The thing is, I know you as a man of honor. Damn it. I'm glad we have an agreement, Boozblad. The word of a merchant provides a reliable assurance. Spooky. So now I received confirmation from I've received his word as a merchant that he's not going to mess with them. And I think I'll just go back to Aspity. Ogimsky agreed to stop the harassment. I hope his word is enough to keep for the keeper of that den. And then after this, after I talk to Aspity, I think I'm going to save and wrap up. Because I did want this to be like a short stream, honestly. That's why I was like aiming for 2 hours. And we got a lot done in this short amount of time, I think. Like this is basically not half of the quest, but it's like a good chunk of the quest already done. Ooh, I think it's 12. So it's like half the day already. Yeah, good progress, good progress. Hello, hello? Excuse me? Her house is this way somewhere. There it is. I think I can just go in through this way. Alright.
Lies always turn out to be true. Don't mess with Earth.
Big Flat agrees. He swore that from this point on, not a single runaway in the town will be killed on his order. Proof? My words, and Vlad's words too, of course. Right now, he's in no position to break his promise. He's also persecuted. Fine then, I'll send 3 butchers to the infected skinners. They'll be waiting for you there. If they manage to find a dead body, cut it and survive to see you, that is. Follow them in an hour. They may die before you reach them, so waste no time. It would make sense for me to go with them straight away then, wouldn't it? Only the Shabnak cut the dead open. And does it even matter whose hand holds the knife? What matters is who's given out the order. Or do you think people won't realize who's violating the dead if you simply keep quiet and stand to the side? Sounds convincing. Strongly advise you to conduct reconnaissance before you go to the infected district. Prepare for the field trip well. Oh, yeah. Rumor has it, the place leaves you less chances than a mincing machine would. The patrolmen guarding the infected houses have already consumed half the confiscated drugs. Thank you, Aspity. Alright. We're making progress. Alright, so far. If I can reach an agreement with the concealers, then the runaway butchers might help provide dead bodies for my autopsies. I've heard rumor of a house here, somewhere on Earth, where the criminal workers of the abattoir go into hiding. They have no great regard for human life, it seems. 3 lives were given in exchange for Olgimski's promise to cease the persecution of a runaway tradesman. Olgimski has become strangely pliable. Apparently he is most troubled by the termitary. It has become a kind of Achilles heel to him. It is interesting to note that he has asked me to solicit for young Barak as he stands accused before the Canes. Could it be that something is wrong here? The Skinners district is contaminated. I hope that one of the 3 butchers that Aspity dispatched there is able to return with a suitable specimen. There's no time to procrastinate. Okay, so I remember what to do from there on, I think. And hopefully I remember what to do next week. And then my mission is still the examination of Simon Kane, who is rumored to be a man of incredible longevity and shake the very foundation of modern thanatology, and challenge the existent notions of death itself. However, even if this undying Leviathan proves to be more than a fairy tale, the mere confirmation of his existence won't suffice to prevent the powers that be from shutting down our laboratory. I need to figure out the most fruitful approach. Simon is the well-respected man, and if he mistakes my interest for effrontery, it will be nigh impossible to convince him to help me break ground in the field of human vitality. Okay, so right now, I'm trying to save my lab, my thanatology thing. And I think I decided really early on that I'm willing to do anything to keep that thing afloat. I need more food. So I think I'll save in front of her so that maybe I know what's going on. Save. Right here. And I don't have any other letters. It's still just this one. And
What?
nothing. Okay. I think we're good to go for the next stream. It's 12 o'clock, so we're like halfway through the day, basically.
Wrong with my eyes.
I don't know. Oh. No music. Let me turn off the game on my end. Okay. Yay! We finished the stream. Yippee! Usually it takes, well, I definitely completed my goal for today, which was to just get like half as far as I did before. So, yippee! Whoa. Okay, that one's louder. Let me turn it down. My mind is so blank. I'm like, I don't know what to say or what to talk about. I think that went well. Or at least we got things done a lot faster than I got them done beforehand, probably because I know what's going on now. But my brain is so blank. So I think I'll just leave it there. We'll play again next week for sure. I don't think I'm gonna do anything else with like StreamerBot for now because I don't really have anything that I want to do with it. Yeah, I don't think I have anything in particular that I want to do with StreamerBot. I just wanted to like put it in there and make sure that it works. And now I know that it has. So Gibby. Sorry. I'm thinking. I don't know. It feels I feel like I'm like there has to be more that I'm like thinking about or that's on my brain, but I'm really blank. I'm really blank right now. I'll definitely have more to say like at the whenever we finish the third day, because that's usually when I'd have the most to say. But since it's the middle of the day, it's like it's not much. We definitely no. I was thinking I have to figure out my food situation, but I have some good food now, and hopefully I'll be able to afford some more. I was gonna say I wish the kids could trade food, but there's no way. That wouldn't be sustainable anyways. Okay. I'm stalling. I'm sorry. Let me not take up any more of your time. I appreciate you for stopping by for any amount of time, just a little bit, or sticking around the whole time, or as long as you could. Thank you so much. if you are watching on YouTube, then whenever I do these, I'm live on Twitch, so feel free to like check me out there. My schedule is a little inconsistent, so I can't really make too many promises, but I stream usually like in the morning, early afternoon, EDT EST. That is kind of around the time that I stream on Twitch. And then if you're watching us on Twitch, then I always upload my VODs to YouTube. So if there's anything that you missed, or anything that you wanted to revisit, then you will be able to find it on that channel. Everything is linked somewhere. Well, not somewhere, but it depends on what website you're on as to where you'll be able to find this stuff. But it's there. And those are the only two like social medias that I'm really like maintaining, Twitch and YouTube. Nothing's really going on onto like Twitter or Ko-Fi or anything like that. But I'll do my best to make something happen on those platforms as soon as I can think of any way to use them effectively. But I think that's it. Sorry for the abrupt ending. But I hope it's okay. I don't think it's too bad to do these in like smaller doses anyways. So we'll be okay. Thank you again. You're for spending some time with me. Time is a very valuable resource. And I appreciate that you spent any of it on me, for real. I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, week, whatnot, until I see you again. Bye-bye.